Hi, it's Mary Rose Wildfire Maguire, direct response copywriter and digital marketing consultant. And welcome to another video. This one is going to be a little different because it is in response to one of my favorite sales experts, Anthony Iannarino. So if you don't know who Anthony is and you want to improve your sales techniques, and strategies and everything, I highly recommend that you follow Anthony. I'm going to just really quickly check out his Amazon page because he is the author of 3 books: The Lost Art of Closing, The Only Sales Guide You'll Ever Need, and Eat Their Lunch: Winning Customers Away from Your Competition. So Anthony is very prolific. I mean, I don't think I know too many people who work as hard on developing content for his blog. So he has a blog called The Sales Blog that he updates every day. I mean, he is pretty much the Seth Godin of the sales world, the way I look at it. So he had a recent video that says, "Admit it, you're a marketer." And what I would like to propose and maybe get some conversation started around this particular topic is for copywriters. So many people think of copywriters as marketers, but really, to be honest, copywriters are more sales. So copywriters often are asked to write content, which they do. Content marketing is a very big thing, and every business should be investing in content marketing. Oftentimes, if you're an independent contractor like myself, you're hired to write blog posts, case studies, white papers, those type of writing assignments are generally seen as marketing and content marketing in particular. However, my favorite type of writing to do is actually copywriting. Copywriting is more of a sales type of writing. It is basically positioning a product or service in a certain way that is going to compel someone to take action. So content marketing often is to inform or educate. So if you write a blog post, for instance, about the newest rules regarding SEO, you're educating or informing your audience. However, if you have a landing page on your website, and let's say that you have a conference and you want to try to get as many people to buy tickets for that conference as possible, that's when you need a copywriter, because a copywriter is going to investigate and research your audience, find out whatever the pain points are regarding why they would not want to go to a live conference, address those objections, okay, that's where the sales comes in, and then bring forth the solution and talk to your prospect, your prospective conference attendee, why it's so important for them to attend this conference. If you want to see, if you are holding a live conference and you want to see the masters in action, I highly recommend going to gkic.com and signing up for their emails, because they have several major, they have 2 major conferences. The one is coming up very soon. It's their annual super conference in April. But then they also have Info Summit and then several other smaller conferences throughout the year. And they actually sell training on how to fill a conference. So they're very good at learning how to do that. But anyway, back to what Anthony was talking about. It was kind of interesting to me because one of the things he mentioned in his video was how often some salespeople really would more get involved maybe with social media, where they're just sending out the messages, but they're not like really in front of someone, not really talking to someone. And to me, I am all about talking directly as much as I can to whoever the perspective or the target market would be for my client. So right now I'm working on some heavy duty case studies for a large multi-million-dollar company at the moment. And it's very exciting that I have the opportunity to actually interview these clients so that I can write the copy in such a way that's going to resonate with whoever, the audience is that is going to be reading these case studies. But going back to the sales, I do love, case studies, but what Anthony was talking about was that personal one-on-one, or that actual interaction that you get with clients. Some writers don't really like to talk to people because they're introverted. But if you're in copywriting, you understand the value of talking to your prospective market. So it's very important. And the more you can talk to people one-on-one, the better. Research is always good. But nothing beats actually sitting down with someone and interviewing them. So it could be live, across the table, or it could be by phone. But when you're able to do that, you're able to gather so much more information about that person and ask them, questions. What is challenging to them? What are some of the obstacles? What is it they're wrestling with? That famous question, what keeps them up at night? There's a lot of different ways you can ask that question, and you can hear it in their voice. Whereas you can't pick up on tone when you're just going back and forth with email. But when you're actually talking with someone, you can hear the stress in their voice, the worry, the anxiety, the heaviness, especially if they sigh a lot, like, oh, yeah, I have to do that, or I have to deal with this every day. I mean, you can hear that. When you hear those particular giveaways, those cues in communication, that's your cue to dig deeper and to ask more of the questions. Like, well, tell me about that. How does that feel? What does that make you, how does that make you feel? Or how does that affect your day-to-day operation? All these type of things, that can't come into play. Those kinds of conversations can't come into play if all you're doing is doing social media and sending out messages through email. So the more that you are able to talk to people one-on-one, I highly, highly emphasize, I can't emphasize it enough, grab it, because that is when you're really going to be able to get the gold. And your copywriter would also appreciate either having that opportunity or getting as much information as possible about your target market, because that's when we can do our job and sell. So thanks for watching. Hope that was helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Visit me at www.maryrosemaguire.com. That is my main website. I also have another website, bootstrapgraphic.com. That is for our newest service, which is designing, printing, writing the copy for newsletters. So if you want printed newsletters, that's another subject I'll keep to another time, but you'll want to check out bootstrapgraphic.com. Thanks for watching.